Now, Clint, you've got an amazing testimony. So was it last year or the year before?
Last
year. You drove from Brisbane to Albury to be at the meeting.
Yeah, I had a stroke on Mother's Day last year, which was a really large stroke, and they put me in hospital for about 9 months. And then I had severe depression. I got out of hospital with severe depression, and I drove from Brisbane to Albury.
Yeah.
And I was in a pretty bad mess when I got there.
Yeah.
And I went to the first meeting and nothing happened. I went to the next meeting and didn't think anything had happened, kind of left a bit depressed and sad from that. But the very next day I woke up and all depression had left, and I drove back to Brisbane feeling pretty good. I could actually start to feel, which I hadn't felt any feeling on the left-hand side of my body for 9 months.
Wow.
And went back to Brisbane, and my doctor said we better get another scan, thinking that something else has happened. And when I got the scan, they couldn't find any evidence of me ever having a stroke at all.
Wow. But
So-
it was clear that you had one, and they
Oh
had
yeah,
all that
it was
before.
funny actually. The doctor sent me to get the scan. I brought the results back, and she looked at it. She looked at me. She looked at it. She had a frown on her face. Got on the computer, looked at her information on the computer. Then she said, "Hang on, I just got to ring the scan place." She rang the scan place to check that she had the right results, and they said, "Yep, definitely the right results." And she looked at the X-ray and said, the scan and the specialist there could find no trace of me ever having a stroke in the first place.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So what, your life was just suddenly put back on course again?
Well, yeah, I've still got some pins and needles which are neurons reconnecting, but there's no physical damage at all. It's
Yeah.
just, some pins and needles and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But the biggest thing was I woke up in the morning and I had severe depression and I was suicidal.
I
And
remember you sending some desperate emails around that time because
Yeah.
they were really,
I
really
was-
desperate.
I was desperate.
Wow. And that's the first thing God turned around, lifted that off you. Because that was, I remember it was sort of like, this is all or nothing, the trip down. You're driving that way by yourself and in that state of mind. Pretty awesome God, hey? Awesome. I'm so happy. It's really wonderful. It's really going to encourage a lot of people. Yeah.
But I wanted to send through the doctor's report
Oh, that
as
would
well,
be
the forward and
wonderful.
the before and
Yeah,
after one.
yeah.
Because it really was, the doctor actually said, she looked at me and said, I wouldn't discount a miracle.
Wow.
And she didn't know at that stage I'd been down here at all to get prayer or anything.
Amazing.
So, because they could find no
Trace of it.
trace of it at all.
Isn't that amazing?
It is
Wow.
absolutely amazing.
Praise God.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really
Praise
wonderful. That's such a happy ending, hey?
Yeah, it's good.